Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback. On first down, Purdy. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Purdy on first and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 yards remain for second down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Purdy. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. Rodgers now throwing to start the drive. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the delay, Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Allen Robinson, a 7-yard pickup, brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 44, Purdy. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Touchdown, 49ers! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And the ball is knocked out. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, here's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers 42-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught out left side by Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Purdy off the play fake. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 38, Rodgers toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. A give for Taylor running right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Purdy bootlegging it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And this one too low. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And now trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, nice move. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Play action. Now Purdy. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, another run with Taylor. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run. Taylor, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.